everybody. We're gonna wait for some people to get on here. Why am I coming up sideways? Am I sideways to everybody up here? I see I'm sideways on my post here. Hold on one second, I gotta mute myself here. Okay. I'm sideways? Okay, I'm gonna flip it. I guess it'll just won't be the long way, but that's okay. Okay. Well, me and Lily are here to paint tonight. We were gonna go the long way so you could see us all paint, but we're just gonna see me paint, I guess, because it's not working. So sometimes it likes to work, sometimes it doesn't. How is everyone tonight? Let me know where you're watching from. Everybody's coming in super fast tonight. I can't even read names. I see Stacy's here, Jackie, Susan, Julie, Lorraine's, another Susan here, Teresa, Heidi. Everybody's popping in. I hope Tristan comes. I don't even know if Tristan knows about this, sweetie. So tonight we're going to be painting our cute little putting up the lights painting. This is backwards right now. It'll go the right way when I flip the camera down. What's everybody drinking tonight? I've got my tea. What do you have, Lily?
Hold on. I need to go get it.
I got my Christmas cup ready for some Christmas painting.
I got some juice.
Juice. Awesome. Yeah, so when we start, I'm going to flip the camera down and we'll go over the supply list that we need. I know that I had sent everybody out the supply list. If for some reason it didn't come through, there is going to be a replay on the video, so you can just tune in afterwards. I'm going to go over the supply list too before we actually start. So if you have your supplies close, you could just kind of scoop them up and start painting. But there will be a replay. So if you, let me see here. If you can't make it for the whole thing, or you're not keeping up or anything like that, there will be, under videos on my page, you'll be able to view it anytime after this. So don't feel rushed. I'm going to go through each step. So if you haven't painted with me before, it's going to be step-by-step process, and in between each step, we are going to, I always like to say, you know, let me know when you're finished. There are a lot of people painting tonight. I see we have almost 350 people. So I'm not sure of everyone's speed. We're going to have some super fast painters and people who are just starting out for the first time, and they may not be as quick. So we're going to try to accommodate everybody as best as I can. But if you are finished each step ahead of time, you can feel free just to sit back and relax. I like to have a nice relaxed atmosphere when we're painting. Take this time to enjoy, because you know when tomorrow starts, it's going to be back to the list of things to do. So and then if you are finding you're behind, then just let me know in the comments and we can try to slow it down a bit. So if you're here, welcome. I'm just going to give it a few minutes to see how many more people are going to pop on and find me. We're almost at 400, so we will see here. Hi, Lynn. I see you there and all the names popping up. And I got your email, too. I just haven't had time to reply yet, but I plan to. I'm seeing some confident creatives here, which is awesome. Cool. We're going to give it a couple more minutes and then we'll start, okay, honey?
Okay.
We just got to make sure everybody is getting in okay. Me and Lily came comfortable today. I got my sweater, we got our pajama pants on, our snowflake pajama pants. Do you have snowflakes on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. I think I do. These are little snowflakes, right?
I don't know.
They look like it. so I'll hold it up again. What are we painting? We're going to be painting this tonight. I'm not sure why you can't see anything, Diane. There should be a video right beside your comments. You should be able to see me here. Maybe go out and come back in. Sometimes if you just refresh the page, if something's not working good tonight, just go out and come back in. Sometimes halfway through the live, it'll get kind of silly, so. So I'm painting tonight on a multimedia paper. So I have this big book of pages of tons of paintings that I've done in here. So I'm gonna paint on this tonight. That just saves me space because
This too.
yeah, you're painting on a piece of this paper too. It saves a ton of space because I paint a ton. So I like to get, this is a Canson multimedia book. I'll show you here. So if you're looking for a way to save some space and kind of keep your art in a nice portfolio, this is a really good book for that.
Look at this.
But yeah, you can use a canvas, you could use a piece of wood. I've had people paint on a whole bunch of things. Door cabinets. I've even had somebody paint on a mannequin before. So, I mean, if you can find a surface, you go ahead and you paint on it. And there is going to be a replay. I'm going to actually put here really quick that there will be a replay so that everybody can see during this live. There will be a replay. Let me see here. I'll do it on a napkin. It's the most popular question I get, so. And everybody's popping in at different times, so.
Well, you remember my friend on wine wedding? We used to paint, and she painted it on a
paper plate?
Yeah.
I do remember that,
What's
yes.
that girl's name again?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, it's been a while, honey. I'm not sure.
But she used to move to a different school.
Yeah, well, that was online learning, that's why. But now we're back to in-person, so you got some new sets of friends.
Tristan's my bestest one.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so we're gonna go over this ply list right now and get started. I think it's slowed down with people coming in. I think, let me see what time it is, 6:06. I get my book off of Amazon, so if you go on Amazon, I'm in Canada, so I go to amazon.ca, but I'm sure .com has it too. And it's an 11 by 14 multimedia, and the name brand is Canson. And they do have them in stock because I was just going to order one the other day, and I saw they had them in stock, so you should be able to get it there. And usually they run, I don't know, Canada's a bit different. I think they run low 20 something for an 11 by 14, but the States will be cheaper. So
what does it say, Mom?
There will be a replay. All right, so I'm gonna put the camera down here. We're gonna flip it. Okay, oops. Bear with me for 1 second here. And then I'm going to plop this up a bit. Okay. So I'll have that there. And then I'm gonna just move this over a bit so you can see me. Usually the camera's sideways, so it's a lot wider, but for some reason it won't let me go live like that tonight, so.
Can I see
I'm gonna do it this way. Not right now, but you can show them anytime. You can put it in front, okay, honey? Just because the camera flipped on me. Okay, so at any point during tonight, if you need to see the actual sample, so the example painting, if you need to see this anytime, just let me know. I can hold it up for you like this. Normally you can see both, but like I said, my phone flipped for some reason. And we're gonna go over the supply list right now. So I'm painting on multimedia paper. We both have a paper plate here. This is a large paper plate. There's Lily's. And then we both have cups of water here.
We both have napkins.
Yeah, napkins, you're right.
We both have brushes.
Yeah, so we have different brushes here.
Paint you.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna move this down a little bit more. I keep moving you guys.
Paint a sweater.
I just want it to be close enough where you can see what I'm doing.
I'm painting Mom's sweater.
There we go, that's better. Okay, so then we have this is a size 8 filbert, but I think I put a 4 to 6, which is fine. Lily has a smaller one. I just don't have 2 of the same size, so she's taken my smaller one. But just any size filbert brush is really, from a size 4 to an 8 would be fine. And then I have a round brush. I have a size 8 again. She has my smaller one, but anywhere like a 3, 4, 5, something like that would be fine for this. And then I just have a smaller detailed brush right here. So just a little bit of a smaller one. I think this is a size 1, but size 1 or 2 would be fine.
Yeah, but it's size 1.
I don't have control over my sound. That's as loud as my sound gets. Can everybody hear me okay? Just let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay before I continue on.
What's that noise?
You might be able to control the sound on your side if you pick up raise up the volume on your end. I can't raise my volume anymore. Perfect, okay. All right, so we have white and black paint tonight. And you could really pick any colors you wanted. I always say, like, I give you the color options, but you can go ahead and do whatever you like. You can be creative and mix it up if you'd like. We have yellow. We have turquoise.
We have green.
Yep, 2 different shades of green. So I have like a lighter and a darker green here. An aqua color.
We have black.
I have red.
We have brown.
Yep, and some orange. So that's what we're going to be working with tonight. Okay. All right, so we can get started. So if everyone's ready to get started, just give me some thumbs up. Let me know that you're ready.
My leg hurts.
Okay, we see all the thumbs up coming in. I think everyone's getting ready to paint. Okay, your leg hurts, well don't kneel on it, honey. Okay, so we're gonna start by putting some white on our plates. This bottle's making a ton of noise tonight. There you go, honey.
Let's see mine. You. Yes, no.
Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to work on creating our 2 little snowmen. Now, because we have a black background, which I hope everyone got the email. I sent out a couple email notifications and a Facebook notification just saying to kind of prep the background black first. So hopefully everyone did that. If you didn't do that, you can quickly paint it black and blow dry it, or you could just, you could always paint it black after, I guess, kind of go around a bit. So what we're going to work on first is the snowman. And anywhere where you see, because we have a black background, anywhere where you see any color of the snowman on, that's where we're going to be painting white first. These colors are going to pop out on that black only if we paint white first. So we're going to do that. Okay, so we're going to use our filbert brush here and we can go into the white.
Okay, got into the white one.
And then you're just going to put a little off center, a little more to our left-hand side. We're just going to start with the one side here. And his body is not a perfect...
Like right here.
That looks good. A perfect round ball. So we can kind of just make it a little bit longer here and kind of just come down. It doesn't have to be even. And we're just painting one line all the way down there.
Okay, I did.
Looks like that.
I did.
Perfect. And then we can come down. We're going to make his neck a little bit skinnier at the top and come down a little bit bigger on this side. Now remember, because he is a silhouette at first, you can always adjust the size of him. So if you feel like you want to bring this out a little bit more once you put that in
Here's like a snow.
and make his shape a little bit different, you can always alter it a little bit. I don't know where everyone's gonna see that at. I'm gonna put that there for right now. Maybe you'll be able to see it right there. And I'm just going to fill that in. So you can fill that in with the white. You will see the black behind, but we're gonna do a second coat in a bit, so no worries there.
So you can fill it all up?
Yeah, fill it that spot that you did.
It's not like a ball.
So we're just filling that in. And remember, this is a freehand painting, so your snowman's gonna look different than mine, and mine's probably gonna look different than my original, because this isn't traced, so it's not a stencil. So they're all gonna be their own creativity, and that's okay. What are you doing, honey? You want to show them? Okay, Lily wants to show you hers. Very good job. Very good. Okay. And then we are going to take, when we're done that, and put a little round ball on top. So we can come up here and we're gonna do like a half bracket this way. So a bracket that way, yep. Perfect. And then we're gonna do one this way.
I think this is my best paint I ever did.
You're so cute. And then we're just gonna fill that in too. We can fill that ball in there. I'm just making mine a little bit wider here.
When do I do mine this way, yes?
Yeah, so the replay will be as soon as this live is done, which should be around 8 o'clock. Between 8 and 8:30, I'll say. It'll be reposted. It'll be under videos on my page for you to view at any time. So if you aren't available till next week, it'll be there for you. It'll be there up for quite a while, so no rush for everybody. And you can pause it and take your time. So we have the body there that we did, and we filled that in, and we have the head there. And then we are gonna go next to it, and we're gonna do the little snowman next. So we're not gonna worry about the carrot nose yet. We're gonna switch brushes for that, just because this one's a bit big. So we're gonna basically do the same thing we did.
Well, snowman, I think my snowman is so small.
With his body, you mean?
Yeah.
You can make him bigger if you want. You can like add a little bit to the side here if you want to. It's up to you.
Like this?
Yeah, even like bigger out here, because remember he's like almost like they get bigger at the bottom. Okay, so we're just gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it smaller. So we're just gonna come over here, and it's gonna be almost to the edge of the page. So we're gonna keep in mind that his little neck is gonna be skinnier, and we can bring down this side here.
So he has a little snowman?
Yes, 480 is amazing watching. I appreciate everybody being here. This is so much fun. It's so much fun when there's lots of people. I love it. And then we can come and remember that his neck is going to be smaller again, and we're just going to bring his body almost down, touching his mummy or daddy's snowman, whatever you want to make him. So it could be a mummy or a daddy snowman, or it could be a grandma or a grandpa. Whatever you want to make it. A spouse, maybe. Whatever you like. Whoever you like putting Christmas lights up with. Everybody has a different tradition, right? So
I like putting it with you and Benny and Daddy.
That's nice. Thanks,
but there's not any space. So I think I'll pick...
Well, just do the two. Just do the two.
I want Mommy.
With Mommy? Okay. That sounds good. And then we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna put a little round
I didn't wash
ball on top.
I forgot. I didn't
That's okay, honey.
paint it in.
And a little round ball.
Okay.
And what's nice about acrylic paint is it's gonna build up and look really nice. Right now it just looks kind of silly with one coat. We don't have everything in here yet, but trust me, it's gonna look really nice as we keep going along. So this is the time when we can look and we can decide if we want to maybe bring our snowman out anymore. Kind of fix up his silhouette wherever we want it to be. If we want his belly to be a little bit bigger out here, we can do that.
Mom, look at mine. Mine just looks like yours, but it's not sticking together.
Right. It looks perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna switch brushes. So we're gonna wash this brush out here when you're done that.
Can't reach.
You got it okay, honey?
Just can't see it now.
Okay, and we're gonna switch to our round brush. So any bigger round brush, if you only have a flat brush or a smaller filbert, that's fine. It'll still work.
Like
Just as long as it's a bit smaller. Yep, perfect. And so we're gonna go and we're gonna work on doing the nose, the two noses, and the hat here. So we're gonna work on this guy's nose first. So really we just have the two heads so far in this picture and the body kind of planted out here. So we can put some paint on there. And this first snowman, he's looking straight up. So his nose is gonna come straight in the center of his face and up. So you can make a crooked little carrot nose and just kind of do one side like that.
I'm not good at making snowman nose.
Just try your best, honey. You just gotta practice. There you go. And then you can come back down on the other side. And we're gonna fill that in white.
What about orange?
Well, we gotta do white first because it's on a black surface. So if it's on a black surface, it's not gonna pop out.
My snowman's nose. It looks like a triangle.
It's gonna be a big orange carrot nose. That was the biggest carrot in the whole bag.
It looks like a triangle.
Yeah. Yep, we're just working with white so far. So everything's just gonna be white so far that we're doing. We'll fill in the rest after.
How about the little snowman? How about his nose?
We're gonna get there. I just wanna make sure everyone's keeping up okay.
Okay.
And then our little snowman is gonna be looking towards the other snowman and looking up. So we're gonna do it on an angle kind of coming up here. And I'm gonna do it just smaller, but still make it a little crooked nose. And come back down.
Oh, look at mine. It looks really funny. It's gotta look really funny. I think I like the smaller one. Oh, because I really like the nose.
Yeah, nice, cute, eh? And then we're going to do a white hat on the little snowman. So we're just gonna do the silhouette of it first. So we're going to, so if you look at the original here, this part of the hat is actually a part of the white head still. So you'll see like it would come as a ball here. So we're not gonna worry about this part of the hat. We're gonna fill that in a different color after. We're only just adding what the little part that would hang off of the head. So it's just gonna be this little part here that we're adding in white.
But how will Christmas lights still fit?
You'll see. You'll be fine. So we're just going to follow the line of the head here, and we're gonna come back and come up and kind of bring a hat. And you can make your hat any shape you want. It doesn't have to be like exactly like this. I'm gonna bring a little bit like that and then kind of come up and back down.
Come up and then back down.
Perfect. And then we can fill that in with white.
This is the best. I think this is the best paint I ever did.
I think you're doing a great job.
Mom, I want my hat to be pink. Do you bring any pink?
there's no pink, but you could add the white to the red, and that'll make pink, or you can go get pink if you want.
I'm gonna go and get pink.
Okay, so after we're done that, we can just clean out that brush.
Wait for me.
I will, honey. I'm not going to leave you. And just let me know in the comments if you're keeping up okay. Is everybody good with the pace that it's going at right now? Okay, see lots of thumbs up. Perfect.
I
You
didn't
got-
wash my brush out.
That's okay. You can wash it out now.
Got some pink. It looks like a paint.
I see sad faces. Who's sad? Don't be sad. We're painting. Yes, my daughter went and she grabbed pink. So she is going to not paint with the colors that I listed, and that's perfect. I love it. If you've ever painted with me and Lily, you know Lily always does her own thing. So I love it. Be creative.
Mom, I want to show them my pink dresses.
Yeah, you can show them what we've done so far while we wait for everybody. Ooh. So Lily wants to show you what she's done so far. It's excellent work.
I'm trying to stick it back on.
Okay.
Make sure it sticks.
Okay. So what we're gonna do next is our snowman should be fairly dry, our first one. If it's not, you can take a second and blow dry it. I think
Mine's not.
I'm gonna take and blow dry mine and Lily's, just so that when we put our second coat on and we start putting in some shadowing and our scarf and stuff like that, it is not taking the undercoat off. Because if you have paint that is about 75% dry, a lot of the times if you go to put a coat on and you're a little bit rough with the top coat, it will take a chunk out of the bottom. So feel free to go ahead and blow dry this. Me and Lily are gonna do that right now. Everybody loves that you're painting tonight, they said.
Their noses looks like cheesies.
Their noses do look like cheesies. You're so silly. You make mommy laugh. Okay, let's hold on to your plate because it's gonna go flying.
It's really hot.
Is it too hot? I forgot I had the heat on.
After I got to the gym, my nose looks like a Dorito.
It does. Especially when it's orange.
And pizza.
Ah, it could be a slice of pizza.
Like my pizza.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay, yours is good.
I'm still wet.
No, I think it's okay. Yeah, it's dry. I think it's okay. Maybe not that one. Okay. Okay, so if we haven't yet, we're gonna put some black on our plate. So I got a little bit of black from when I put, there will be a replay here. You can put some black. Here, let me shake it really good because this is a new bottle.
I'm gonna shake it too.
You want to shake it too? Okay, go give it a shake. And
I'm
then,
shaking it.
and then put some on your plate, okay? honey?
This is a new one?
Okay, so we are going to stick with the same brush that we were using. Sorry, we did switch the brush. So we're gonna go back to the Filbert brush.
This is not called a brush, it's called Filbert brush.
Filbert brush. And we're gonna give our snowman a second coat, but we're gonna do it a section at a time.
Is he just having white right now?
Yeah, so this is just white on my brush right now. And I'm just gonna fill the body in with a second coat. So we're just gonna work with the body right now. We're not gonna worry about the head right now. And just get a second coat in there.
Wow, but that is snowman. Does it have a hat?
No, but you could put one on if you wanted to. So we've got the body with a second coat here. And what we're gonna do is we wanna put in some shadowing. So
I'll make a hat.
you can see I have a little bit of gray coming in through here. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna take my brush, and I wanna show you here. I'm gonna take my brush and I'm gonna put the very tip in black. You can see that that is the smallest amount ever. So just a really tiny, tiny amount. And do a little hat on him too? Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're just going to put where we want the shadow to be. So we know there's gonna be a scarf here. So I'm gonna just put a shadow along the outside of the body and a little bit under where that scarf's gonna be. So when I come in with my black like this, you're gonna see there's a line there, but it's pretty fine. You can grab a little bit more, just put the black in, just like this.
Yours look softer than mine.
So you'll see there's like really defined lines, right? We're gonna wipe that excess black off our brush and go back into the white, and we're gonna blend that out. So just little tiny circles or little tiny ups and downs, just back and forth, really gentle. We're gonna come in here like this and grab some more white and just soften the edges.
Like this?
Yeah, perfect. So just kind of blend out that black now, honey. If you got too much black on your brush, you can wipe it off and just go into the white, because it's gonna keep making your snowman all gray. Okay, so just use your napkin there and wipe off the gray or the black. And then same with this side here. I just come in and I just do little brush strokes.
Well,
And you'll see it's gonna be gray. Now, if you have a darker gray here, you just put a little bit too much black. You can always just go back in, just make sure your brush is clean and go back in and to grab just white.
mine still looks black.
Here, honey, just wipe it off. Wipe off all that excess stuff here. And then go back into just your white. Okay, wait, you got gray there. Hold on. Where's the white at? Put more white on your plate right here so it's clean. Yep. And you don't have to worry right under the neck, because we are going to be putting a scarf there. Unless you're not going to put a scarf, then I would go right up to the line of where the head is. And then we're going to do the same thing with the head. So I'm going to put a second coat of paint. And the reason why we are putting the second coat of paint is, number one, just to cover up the black background, and number two, it's really nice to blend shadows when your paint is wet. So it's very hard to blend if your paint isn't wet.
There we go.
And then once again, I'm just gonna bring in a shadow mostly along the side and the bottom and up on the side. I'm not gonna bring one up too much on the top of the head, because when your light source is coming from the top of the head is gonna be where the most light is naturally gonna show.
There we go, Mom.
Perfect. So I'm just going to bring a little bit of black here along this edge and back up.
Do we have to wipe all white out?
I would wipe it out just before you do a second coat on the head, yeah. So just kind of coming like that, and then we can wipe that excess off again, go into the white and just brush that gray along here.
Wash that asterisk off, I can't say it.
And I like to leave a little bit, of white around the edge too, just the shadow doesn't go completely to the edge.
Look at that face.
So you'll see, you can start to see just bringing in that shadow kind of differentiates the body parts. So we know we now have, instead of just like a blob, we kind of have the head here, we have the body there. I'm not sure why you can't hear me, Wendy. That's weird. Are your settings up on your computer or your phone?
Is mine my heat?
No, honey, different Wendy.
Oh. We should got spots.
So I'll give everyone a minute just to catch up on that there.
But I need to blow dry mine.
We're gonna work on other parts first. It'll probably air dry. If it doesn't air dry, we'll blow dry it after, okay?
Okay.
Oh, that's a good point, Kim. Yeah, the Bluetooth, yeah. Yeah, sometimes if you have your Bluetooth on. Here, I'll type that to her. I don't know, if she can't hear us, then that won't help, so. Also have to tap screen to undo the mute. Yeah, that's true too. Well, if you guys, I don't know where her comment went. If you guys can answer her, maybe your different comments there.
All the hills he go, nothing all the way. When
Yeah, sometimes we forget, yeah, check your Bluetooth maybe. That's a good point. Okay. So just let me know in the comments if everyone's good to keep going. We're basically going to be doing the same thing with the small snowman. So just let me know in the comments. I don't want anyone to feel rushed.
I want to do it with the snowman.
What, honey?
I want to do it with the snowman.
You don't have to if you don't want to. You gotta wait for us though to catch up unless you're gonna paint faster.
I need to do this. Good news.
Sandra says hi. Say hi.
Hi. Okay. I can do it. It's getting better.
Oh, good. Awesome. Lily fell at school today and she skinned her knee, so she was having a hard time kneeling on it while she's painting, but she said it's doing better now, so that's good. It's always great when they, like, I just bought her, like, this brand new pair of pants, and then she, like, fell and skinned her knee and ripped a big hole in them, so I was like, Lily, how'd you get a big hole in your new pants? I fell. Like, aw.
She said maybe fell, but she said sorry.
Well, if she said sorry, then that's what's nice. Okay, all right, so we're gonna start on the second. When we're done the second one, I'll give everyone some more time to catch up, but it's the same exact principle as the first one. So we are gonna go paint in the body in white first. And I'm gonna make the back side of him a little bit more shadowed because he's actually kind of in the shadow mostly because his parent is on this side and his hat's on this side, but I'm going to shadow in more towards his back. So just filling that in with the white there. And then I'm going to grab a little bit of that black and just bring it in along the side, back side here and a little bit down here. Remember, we're going to have a scarf on him too, so it doesn't have to be right up at his neckline. And then we can go ahead and we can blend that out with a little bit more white here.
Ew.
So the shadow is subtle. It's not too much. There's the original again. So you'll see here, the shadow kind of falls more to the back side and then lightens up a bit as it gets closer down there.
Is the dog outside, Mom? Well.
And I'm going to add just a little bit more. I want it just to be a tiny bit darker. Just a little bit. So just working with a little bit at a time until you kind of get the color you want. Just remember when you have the black and the white, the black's going to take over fast and make the paint dark. So you just want to do a little bit at a time.
Speaking about dog, is it dark outside?
It is dark outside, yes.
Yes.
This will be a couple hours, so between 8 and 8:30 it'll be done. And then I'm gonna go in and do the same thing with the head that I did with the big snowman. I'm just gonna give it a second coat here.
Done. My snowman's nice.
Beautiful. And then I'm going to bring that shadow in just to the back side here and down, just kind of around this area here. And this just defines where the head is compared to the body.
I'm doing it with my hand. I'm gonna go and wash my hand out.
It's gonna be a lot of black, honey.
Well, I know wash my hand now.
Okay, go wash your hand. And then when you're done that brush can be rinsed out. I'm gonna put the original up so everybody can see it again while you do that.
Coming for you, Vlad. The light's coming. This is really messy.
What are you doing, sweetie?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm painting in.
It's gonna be so thick, honey, for it's gonna have to be blow dried like for an hour.
This foot, I just need all the back on.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to.
Well, it's because it's too wet, that's why.
I think that's okay.
Okay, go wash your fingers, okay? Maybe go wash it with water just because you got quite a bit going on here. Don't touch anything. So just let me know in the comments when you're good to move on, and we're gonna work on our tree branches next while that dries.
Waiting for me?
Yeah, I'm just giving everybody a chance to answer me and make sure everyone's ready.
There we go.
Okay, I see lots and lots and lots of readies.
Look at that big thumbs up.
Okay. Alrighty. I got something on my painting here. Looks like a real leaf almost. We don't have any leaves on these trees. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna get a brown on our plate. So any brown you have is fine.
Not brown.
Mine is like a medium to dark brown, but any brown you have is good. Wanna put some brown on?
Like a brown.
Yes.
I don't see any. Oh yeah, the tree trans.
My art book is a 11 by 14. So we're gonna still work with this filbert brush here. Kim says she's painting on a wine bottle to give as a gift. That's awesome. That is very awesome. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the original again. So we're gonna be working on these trees here, so you can kind of see where they're coming from. So you'll see on the one side, we can see the trunk. On this side, the tree's kind of just coming from over here. So that's what we're gonna be working on. Okay. Hi, Judy, how are you?
Wait, Mom, there's a teacher in my class and her name is Miss Judy.
Is there? That's cool. So I'm just putting some brown on that brush there. And we're gonna come up just right along this edge here.
Like here.
It doesn't have to be completely even. The trees can be rickety and have different shapes, so don't worry about it being too even.
Mine is luckily split.
So we're just coming up, like half the trees kind of showing here. We can be a little bit thicker at the bottom. And then we're gonna come above the nose of the first snowman here. So what I like to do is I'm just using my brush flat right now as I come up, but once I start to kind of branch out, I'm gonna flip my brush from flat to on the side. So you'll see how thick that is. Yeah, exactly. Yep. So you'll see how thick that is, and then when I turn it, we're gonna be using the thin side. So when I do this, you'll see I'm just using it the thick way, and then as I come and branch out here, no pun intended, I'm gonna flip it to the side and just kind of lead where I want my first branch to go. So you'll see it makes that a lot skinnier to just guide us where our first one is going to be.
Mine's a little bit squiggly.
That's okay. All tree branches are different. And then you can continue up here. I'm gonna go all the way to the top because we don't see the top of this tree. So it's gonna go off the page. And this is where you can make branches wherever you'd like. So you can start just by doing them skinny like this. And then we can always come back and just branch them out and make them a little bit bigger. So you'll see how I'm just kind of adding to it here and making it a little bigger. And then kind of meeting that spot again.
His is over his nose.
It is, yeah. Oh, you can do that too. Yeah, I can be going in behind. And then we can come off of any spot we want. Like I said, everyone's is gonna look a little bit different, and that's what's exciting about painting, is that it's not supposed to all be the same. Yeah, it'll be available. The replay will be available as soon as this is done at about 8:30, and then you can watch it whenever you'd like. And then we can bring off smaller branches. And if you don't feel like you have amazing control with a bigger brush, you can always switch for the smaller branches to the round brush or your detailed brush, and you can add in the smaller branches, which I will do once I get to the really tiny ones.
I got my branches, Mom.
Beautiful.
I added a little beehive.
Oh, you make me laugh. And I'm going to add a bigger one coming kind of up here to the side. And just kind of fill in wherever you have a little bit of space.
I added a beehive.
Are you going to add a bee then?
No.
Do you think there's a bee in the wintertime? Do you think there's bees in the winter? I don't know. I don't think that they come out that much in the winter.
They do.
They do?
Yes. Do you remember a long time ago they used to sting us always?
You think so?
Yeah. You don't remember?
In the winter though, or just in the summer?
In the winter. You don't remember? They used to sting us. It's called stinger. Stings people.
Okay. All right, so we just have our little branches coming out in all different areas here.
No, I mean, and the speaking beehive, no bees are in it. This was old.
Oh, okay. That makes perfect sense.
So like the bees are gone now.
Oh,
They just saw a beehive.
that's perfect. And then whenever you have your branches over here the way you want them, you can go over here and do some more kind of coming off the side. So we're just always going to start with a line. I'm using my brush the skinny way to kind of make a line over here when I want this to start.
I need to blow dry.
Okay, give me 1 second, honey. And then we can go and we can make it thicker at this end here and kind of bring it in down towards... So you'll see there. Now we're going to be adding a highlight on top of the tree trunk. So right now, this is not the finished product. So like it's going to look a little bit dark against the black, and that's okay. There's going to be another layer kind of, you'll see if I get closer with this. Where are we? You'll see like right up here, there's like light on top of the dark. So we're going to be doing that too. He's sleeping. Our beagle is in here sleeping with us, and he's so cute. Look at him. He's in La La Land. He's dreaming. He's dreaming of all those bones he buried in the backyard.
What bones?
You know his treats. He has a couple buried. Did you see them?
Yes.
I tripped on them in the summertime. It felt great.
You remember that big one that was in there, in that big hole?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I had to cover up when we were playing badminton because I almost tripped. Remember?
Yeah, I was so good at that game.
I know you were.
Even it was really hard, though.
Yes. So once again, I'm just putting an original line and then kind of coming in
bush yet. I didn't use this bush yet. Oh, bush. Take my spot. I think that's a little bit brown, eh? A brown beehive.
Okay, so we have our little branches kind of filled out there. I have a little bit less than I had on my original, but that's okay. If I'm frozen, just go out and come back in and it'll unfreeze. You know what? It's because it's saying my battery is low.
Your battery was low.
Yeah, I don't know if it's... I wonder if it's going to last the whole live. I don't know. For some reason, my phone's acting strange and the battery's going low. Worst case scenario, I'll come back live and plop on my other... Is there good? Does it sound? Okay, my battery on my phone for some reason isn't working. It's saying it's low. If this happens, I will come back on my other phone and continue the live. It's just my other phone doesn't usually, it won't flip, so I'll try to work it out. So if I do cut out for some reason, I will come back on my other phone, so just bear with me. I don't know why, for some reason, my iPhone's acting silly tonight, so.
Mommy, should I use my phone? My phone has a lot of battery in it, and it stays for a long time.
I know, but the reason why I use the iPhone is because it flips. The Androids don't flip, so that it's a mirror image. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you are good to keep going on. Just let me know, say you're ready if you're done your trees. Usually for a replay, if your phone cuts out, it just doesn't show that part. So it'll just skip ahead. So I didn't do any painting during that part, so everything should be okay.
Hey, Mommy.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to add a little bit of yellow to our plates.
Can I give this to any of my friends at school, like anyone like this painting?
If you want to, sure.
Okay, this is just it.
So what we should have on our plates right now is yellow, brown, and white.
Yellow, brown.
Do you need yellow, honey? There you go. And what we're gonna do is we are going to take a little bit of brown to the side here, and we're gonna put a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white, and we're just gonna mix that in together.
Oh, we can mix in all the brown and the white.
Brown, white, and yellow. Not coming out?
No. Do we need a different white?
Different yellow, you mean?
Yeah, different white.
No, we just need to do this. Oh, can you open it, please? There you go. Okay.
I need for me my beehive. It's called Lickly Split.
Okay. So we have our white, our brown, and our yellow mixed. And we're just going to wipe the excess off our brush here. So we just want to have not like a heavy load on our brush. We want to have just a bit.
My beehive.
And we're just going to come along just on the edge here. We're going to come up and just kind of follow here. You'll see my brush is going to leave almost like, because there's not enough paint on it, it's going to almost leave like mist marks, and that's what we want. So we're just going to follow like this all the way up.
Oh, was that the school bell? What's that noise?
It's church bells, honey.
That was the school bell.
And we're going to keep going all the way to the top. So we're going to follow that line all the way up.
Like this?
Yeah. And then on top here, we're going on top of each branch, we're just going to bring in a little bit of that on top of each branch. So just kind of going up, following, that's where the light would naturally hit the branch. So just kind of on the edge here. It's cute. Same with over here. So we're just following the top part here. If you have skinny branches, you can use a smaller brush. I'm going to probably switch mine out.
I'm going to show my paint. Yeah, I love this. I'm going to show you my painting. It's a pizza painting.
Is it upside down? So Lily's got a little beehive hanging from her tree there. All right.
It's not called beehive, no. It's called a pizza hive.
I don't know why you don't have the sound very loud, Susan. I'm not sure. I can't turn it up anymore on my side. I don't know. I'm just speaking into my phone speaker, so I'm not sure why it's not too loud. So for this step here, all I did was I just put a little bit of paint on my brush, so not too much, just kind of rub it on there and then kind of pat it off. And then we're just coming up the branch, kind of hit and miss. So your brush will naturally run out of paint because you're not loading it that much. And that's where you're gonna get these marks, and that's what you want. So just kind of naturally let the paint hit as you go up where it wants to, and wherever it runs out is where it runs out. Probably about another hour, Courtney.
Mommy, I should make this for my teacher.
You should. And then I'm going to grab just a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just not loading it up too much with that color, and I'm just going to come in just on the top parts of this branch. That's where the light is going to hit. So I'm just putting a little light part kind of trickling on the tops of these branches.
Why am I not painting?
I don't know, honey.
I forgot I was painting.
You forgot you were painting. And it's just a very fine hand, so you don't have to be pressing down hard. Just very light.
If I was watching TikTok.
Lily.
I couldn't see anything. Okay. Ew, what's that gooey stuff? I should put some in my beehive. Kubi's back awake.
That's okay.
Maybe he won't make up.
So you'll see up close here, if I hold it up a bit, you'll see it's just casting a little bit of light on those branches.
some on my snowman, like at the bottom. It looks like an L.
So just let me know in the comments when you're done putting your highlight on your trees.
How's my snowman still wet?
Because you have a lot of paint going on there, girl. You layered it on there.
Looks like an L here. Sing this song. Is Coop okay? Sing this song. Where the mushrooms grow.
Okay. So we have lots of thumbs up coming in. We have lots of dones. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to our snowmen and we're going to work on them a little bit. They should be dry. If they're
Mine's not dry.
If they're not dry, you can blow dry them. I'll give everyone one more minute while I blow dry Lily's, and then we'll go in and we'll finish up our snowmen.
I bet my teacher will love this. Come on, there's this white. Wait, yes, that's all purple. Still not dry.
Okay, let's start with your big snowman and it'll be okay. This is acrylic that we're using tonight. Okay, so you can go ahead and put whatever color you want for your scarf on your plate.
I'm gonna put green for my scarf.
I'm gonna use turquoise and aqua, and I'm gonna do like an ombre effect. So you can go ahead and do whatever colors you like. This is gonna be for the scarves and the hat.
Does someone have a scarf?
They both have a scarf, see? And I'm gonna use my larger round brush for this part. So we're gonna just kind of map out an area where we're gonna want the scarf to be. So I'm gonna go in with my lighter color first.
Oh no, I don't have green. I have a brush in my hand.
There's the two greens.
Oh, that's green.
And I'm gonna just put a little squiggly line right where we kind of ended the head at and kind of put that shadow in. I'm just gonna take and put an uneven little squiggly line there as to where the scarf is going to start and where it's going to end. So just even down here, just kind of going like that. And that's just gonna give us an idea of how thick it's gonna be. So my colors that I'm using are, this is Ocean Breeze. And then I have, where did it go? Oh. Then I have Turquoise Blue.
Okay, snowman. Do you think you can do this, or do you think you're too wet still?
I think it should be okay. Just try to put the paint a little bit thinner and it should be okay. So I'm gonna go into my darker paint. So you'll see I have a little bit of darker paint on the tip there.
Good paint.
And I'm gonna come in and start painting this way towards that center there. And then when I hit that point, I'm gonna grab some of that lighter color. I'm not cleaning off my brush. It's going to naturally mix with the darker tone here, and it's going to create an ombre effect.
That
So
came out so fast.
as we keep going along, I'm gonna keep grabbing just the lighter color. So you'll see as we keep painting along here, it's going to get lighter and lighter. And that's what's creating the ombre effect, because less of the dark paint is mixing with the light paint.
Be a good paint next time. Oh my god, Mom. That paint is powerful.
Lynn says she loves your beehive.
Thanks.
So we're gonna bring it all the way to the end here. And you'll see there, that creates the ombre effect of that scarf.
Look at this hat. It's mixed out of green and blue. That's what I wanted.
Beautiful. And I'm going to do the same exact thing for my small little snowman. So I'll do that, and then when I'm done that, I'll wait for everybody to catch up a little bit here. So I'm just coming in, just kind of putting where I want my scarf to be.
What's like you in a sea? It's like you ring. A sea, like.
Yeah, it's like my ring. You're right. I got that ring today at the store. It's my Ride the Wave ring. Does anybody know what it means to ride the wave? I don't mean surfing. And then I'm just going to come back in with that dark here again, starting at this side. And really it's just about grabbing just a little bit of paint at a time. You don't want to grab a whole bunch of paint. It's not a huge area, so you don't need a ton of paint. And then I'm going to come in with that lighter color again, and it's going to mix here a little bit lighter. And I'm just going over it, over where the line meets. I love it.
Now I want to add some black for. And I'm going to add it down.
So right where you start to see it like changing colors, you can just kind of paint over there a couple times and it'll blend in. And you don't even have to go with the ombre effect. If you just want a solid scarf, or if you want to make a scarf and then you want to put designs on it later, you can do that. It doesn't have to look exactly like this.
I made a scarf like this.
So let me know when you are done with your scarves, and we'll do the hat.
I already did the hat, because I'm going fast. Orange. Don't want to get paint on my shirt.
That's looking beautiful, honey.
I don't want to get paint on my
What are you
shirt.
trying to reach?
The orange for the cheesy nose.
For the cheesy nose? Does anybody else think that their noses look like cheesies? Lily thinks they look like cheesies. I can see that. You know, like the Cheetos ones that are like more crispy? Not the puffs.
Nothing. The nose looks like a cheesy. Am I done actually? No, I forgot the Christmas lights.
You didn't do any Christmas lights yet.
I need to do the vines and the Christmas and the...
Look at your shirt. I'm so happy I put that shirt on you. I think Lily's painting a Christmas scene right on her shirt.
Well, imagine we made a shirt, it was all white, and after we painted it on it.
We could do that one day. You can paint on clothes.
We can't like this?
Just not on your good clothes.
Like other ones that have designs on it.
Yes. Okay, so for the hat, we're going to make a line where the band would be. So I'm gonna follow just, if you look at the original here, you'll see the band is basically almost to the round part of the head, but it doesn't go round like the head. It's kind of got some shape to it. So we see that the head kind of ends here. So we're gonna move in a little bit, and we're just going to put a line, like a squiggly line, just kind of coming up like that.
Smallish maybe.
And then we can do one along the back side too.
My picture's already done. Almost already done.
And I'm gonna do that ombre effect from the bottom to the top here.
This is a new color. It's a kind of like peach.
Nice. Are those the Christmas lights? Nice. So I grabbed the dark turquoise color just to start here like I did for the scarf. And then I'm going to dunk into my lighter Ocean Breeze color to work my way towards the top.
What's this color?
If you feel like the color isn't changing a lot, you can always just wipe off your brush. You might have a little bit too much of that dark color in there, and that's why it's not changing 100%. Yep, so I just started with my dark, and I'm just going with my light, just right to the end here.
Whoa.
And I like to bring it up just a little bit further than the forehead, because when you have the hat on, there's going to be a little bit of thickness, so just a tiny bit above that line, just to kind of show like the hat's a little bit puffy.
Done, Mom.
Are you all done? Beautiful. And you put your name on it. I love it.
This one's for Mrs. Ginter.
That's for Mrs. Ginter? Okay, you can bring it to her tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Do you want to show everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Beautiful job. I love it. It looks beautiful.
So I'll put it in my backpack.
And then for this part of the hat here, I'm going to start at the back with the light here. I'm going to actually paint the whole thing in light. So just over top of that white, I'm just going to give it a coat of that light paint to start.
I think Mrs. Ginter will think I'll color it. I colored it.
I think she will. You could tell her what's going on there, what we did tonight if you want. Tell her that we did a paint night.
We can write on a piece of paper.
Laverne says, beautiful painting, Lily. Heather says, love it. Anne says, wow. Denise says, nice job, Lily. How old are you? Tell everybody how old you are.
5.
You're 5.
I'm almost 6.
Almost 6, yeah.
My brother is 9.
Yes. If you get bored, honey, you can go do something. You can go hang out with Ben, or you can go read books to baby, or whatever you want to do. Okay, you don't have to stay here the whole time. We're gonna be a little bit longer still.
I'll stay in here.
Wanna stay? Okay. You can go. You can get your games and play them out there if you want with Koopy. Okay.
Okay. Oh, my feet. Oh my god. I can't even walk.
Thank you, Susan.
What did she say?
My favorite job is being a mom. So, I love painting, but my favorite job is being a mom. I love having kids. If I had started younger, I would have had more, but I didn't start till I was almost 30. So. My body said that 2 is enough.
I know, watch some TikTok and stuff.
As long as it's super, super low, okay?
Like so
Super, super low, because Facebook won't like it. Can everybody hear me now? Sorry, my phone did it again. Thank you for letting me know right away that there was sound. No sound, I mean. You should be getting sound back now. It should be working. Okay, good. Yeah, if you don't hear me, just let me know, because I'm looking at the comments all the time, but I'm not looking up at my phone that's recording, so that's where it happens at. So as soon as you don't hear sound, let me know, and I'll just hit the button. It just keeps saying low battery. So hopefully, I'm hoping it is plugged into my laptop, so I'm hoping it just keeps working. So far, so good. So I'm just taking, and I'm just going along the edge with my light color here. So I just grab a little bit of light, and right where I put that dark, I'm just doing little swirls of circles just to blend out that dark. It's not frozen on my end. If it's frozen, maybe just go out and come back in. I'm not sure. It's not saying it's frozen here. Is it stuck for everybody, or is it working for some people? Let me know in the comments. I don't know why I'm having tough time with this live tonight. I've been doing these for like 2 years, and this is like the worst live for my freezing and my mutiness. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. Good thing it's a free one. That would be really bad if it was paid for. I do classes every single Friday night. They're usually $10. I do free ones, usually 1 or 2 a month I'll do. That's free. But every Friday you'll see, if you go under videos on my, or sorry, if you go under events on my page, you'll see all my events there. You can see which ones are free and which ones are $10. And I also have a membership where if you like to do these every Friday night and you don't want to pay $10 to do 4 of them, I have a membership for $20 that gets you 4 of them a month. So those are different options you have. The replay shouldn't be this bad. The replay when it comes back should work perfect. That's the thing with technology, right? We're not really in control. Okay, so let me know when you're done your hats, and we will go on, we will paint our noses, and we will get our faces in there, or one face I should say. So just let me know when you are ready to rock and keep going. Okay, we're gonna get some orange on our plate. Some orange and a little bit of red on our plates too. Okay. So we're going to take that same brush, so I'm just using my round brush here, and I'm going to just paint my nose in orange, just wherever the white is. Yep, so I just put red on my plate and orange, and I am going to just paint the nose in the 2 noses in just orange so far. But you'll see here on my plate just a little bit of orange and a little bit of red. And we're gonna give that a second to dry. We are gonna go in with a second coat of orange, and we're gonna add a little bit of red to like put a little shadow in. But we're gonna let the noses just dry once we're done filling them in for a couple minutes, and we're gonna go and move to doing the one snowman's face. So we can rinse that out when you're done. Yes, I have a membership. It's $20 a month. You get 4 paintings for that. Those are all live paintings. There's a questions and answers session every 3 months. But I mean, inside the private group, you can, if you have a question, I'll answer it any day. It doesn't have to be just every 3 months. But that's just where I kind of collectively gather a whole bunch of questions and then go live. And then there is a giveaway every month too for whoever puts their paintings in the group. I do one giveaway a month. So that's $20 and it is open. You could always message me after. I can get you the link. I don't have the link right here, right this second, but, or I can even get it in a minute. I can go get it real quick while we're waiting for everyone to catch up. And you can use them for in-person paint parties, the designs. So if you have paint parties that you do in person, you can definitely use all the designs for that. Thanks, Punky. Punky, or it says Vericello on there, but her name is Punky, and she's part of the membership. So I appreciate that. Oh no, Lindsay, she washed her brush out in her tea. I've done it so many times, Lindsay. I have my like cup way over here and this one here, but once the water starts to look like tea, I get really confused. I've almost actually drank from my water cup before, so you're not alone in that. Yeah, the wait list, I'll have to check on the wait list. Last time I checked, there was nobody on there, but I'm not sure. I had a couple wait lists going, so I'll double check that, Kathy. But it is open. The membership is open now. I think I'm going to leave it open for a bit and just see what happens. It was a closed membership, but I don't know. It's been going on for about almost a year now, and I'm just learning still. So the tech is all a learning process for me. The painting's not so hard, but the tech is a little bit tricky. Okay, so we are done that. So we are going to go and we're going to keep our red and our orange on our plates. We're going to let our noses dry a little bit. We're going to put some dark green and light green on our plates. That's beautiful, honey. So I just have 2 different colored greens here. I have a light olive green and I have a holiday green. So that's what's going on my plate right now. I'll go right now. I'll get the link. I'll pin it to the top. Give me 1 second. So everybody's getting light green and dark green on their plates. We are still going to be using either if you have like a smaller round brush or a detail brush, you could use that. But if your detail brush is too small, you'll probably find it easier to go with using the larger or the smaller round. So I'm going to just stick with my size 8. Also, if you're newer to painting, it's really just going to matter on your hand pressure, how thick your little strings of lights are going to come out. So if you're newer to painting and you're having a hard time controlling your hand pressure, just because you're not used to painting as much, then you're probably going to want to go with a smaller brush, just so when you accidentally press down a little too hard, your lines aren't too thick. Yep, there's going to be a replay. So you can find this under videos on my page after it's done, after the live is complete. So I'm going to go into the light green first. And I am going to just string some lights on these trees. So they're going to be coming from everywhere, and you can do them in any way you want. You can have them wrapping around in whatever shape you want. But I'm going to start here at the top, and I'm just going to just bring a line in, and sometimes you're going to bring this line in above above that branch. So I'm trying to see, I'm left-handed here, so it's gonna be hard for you to see. I'm gonna switch hands for a minute. And I'm just gonna bring that line above the branch. So you're gonna see it's gonna be going in front of it. And then it's gonna be coming back around. So we don't want it to go in front now. It's gonna be tucked in behind there. And we can come back on this side and we can bring it back over the branch and then tuck it back around again and have it back over, just kind of like that there. This is the lightest green I have, which is a light olive green, but any light colored green is fine. If you only have one shade of green, you can add a little bit of yellow to it, and that will lighten it for you too. And then I'm gonna leave, we still have to do our stick arms kind of holding these lights up. So I'm gonna leave any lights coming from below the snowman, it's not gonna be happening yet. So just don't worry about any lines below the snowman. We're just gonna work on kind of gathering them in the trees right now. And I'm gonna come around, so I can come around here like this. And really this is just wherever you wanna put them. So I'm gonna have them coming up in front. And then wrapping around here and just kind of coming over this tree branch. So you can pick the places where you want to see it, wrapping around where you don't want to see it. I'm going to extend it all the way from here, all the way to this one. And like I said before, it's not going to be the same exact way as this one is. Like, they're not going to be exactly the same as this, and that's okay. This brush is just a size 8 round brush, but you could use a detail brush too if you'd like. So I'm just continuing just to kind of wrap them around here and there. You can even have them connecting. There's no rules. No rules for hanging these lights.
Look at me.
That's cute. Oh, is that a brain? So we just have all of our light green lines on here so far like this. And we're gonna take and just, if they look a little bit see-through in different places, we can kind of just put another little coat going on. Doesn't have to be all over. We're gonna go through with the darker green, and we're going to kind of put a little shadow in. And then we're gonna take and just put, every so often, wherever you wanna have a light, we can just take and put a little, like almost like a little rectangle. So I'm gonna hold that up so you can see. There's a tiny little rectangle there where we're gonna have a light.
Do the dance. Seeing that anything sees me do the dance. We do the chunks. We do the lots of chunks.
So just here and there, I'm just putting in these little square little rectangle pieces.
This is called suit.
And after this step, I'll stop and let everybody catch up. We're gonna work on the snowman a little bit after this and little bulbs. So we got just a few more steps to do here tonight. And then once the replay's up, if for some reason you're not keeping up or you just want to, take your time and go over it again, once the replay's up, it's yours to look at and take your time with. You can fast forward to where you need to be or pause it whenever you need. Awesome, Shannon. I love it. I love that you love it. Okay, so I'm going to give everyone time to catch up there. Let me know when you're done. The video will be up for a long time. It'll be up into the new year. So I'll just hold it up close so you can see. So basically all I did was I'm just wrapping these lights around the tree. So I'm just going over some and then in behind. So for some of these here, you're going to see the tree limbs over front because we want to let it kind of like give the image that the light is wrapping in behind, right? So you choose your spots where you want it to be in front and where you want it to be behind. And then I just put just a tiny little rectangle just where I want my lights to be. That's just going to be the base of the lights. So that's just where I'm putting them. And this is all the same color. So this is all just light green. So we're just using the lightest green we have so far. So I'll show you the original so you can see what I'm talking about. So in the original, you'll see I just have my lights with that's our little rectangles that we're working on right now. It's just what the lights are connected to here. You're welcome, Patricia. So just let me know in the comments when you're done and you're ready to move on. You can just, I see lots of thumbs up. I'm not sure if that means everyone's done or if I said something and you like it. I see lots of dones. I'll give everyone one more minute there. Like I said, if you're not keeping up or you're just falling a little behind, the replay is going to be up in like probably about a half an hour. So you can just fast forward to this part and you can take your time and pause the video. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this snowman's arms so that we can bring down these lights. Now this is, you can put the arms wherever you'd like. I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna put mine, but you can feel free to have their arms whatever way you want. It's a fun painting, whatever way you want them to be holding.
I forgot my arms on mine.
You did forget arms, but you know what? It's okay if you don't want to do them. It does look pretty like it is. It's up to you, honey. So I'm just going to go into my brown. So I just have some brown left over on my plate here. And I am using my round brush again. And I'm just going to put in arms wherever I want to have them. So I'm going to have one coming off of the body, kind of coming up here. So I'm just going to draw a line first, or paint a line up like that. And then you can always thicken it afterwards. So I'm going to make it just a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to make it look like a stick's kind of attaching here, coming through. So we have our original stick here kind of coming up. And it doesn't have to have a clean cut edge. They are sticks. So they don't have to be perfect. And I'm going to bring a stick kind of coming down here, like just like it's kind of attaching and coming up this way. And this is going to go up to close to his nose. So about the height of his nose here. And we can build off like almost like little branch fingers. So one kind of coming here and one coming from here. And then I'm gonna have his other arm coming up over here, kind of holding on now. In my original, this little snowman's a bit smaller, so his arm is not gonna cross behind the nose, but in this particular one, it's gonna have to because it's a little bit closer. So I'm just going to bring it from the side here. Again, I'm just starting with a line just to kind of get an idea of where I want it. And I'm gonna bring it up past his nose here. And then I can go in and I can make it a little bit thicker. Once again, remember, sticks are not perfectly straight, so it's okay if it's not 100% straight. And I'm just going to give them little stick fingers again. And then for the little snowman here, I'm gonna act like a little arm is kind of coming up, like in behind his body here. It's coming up from behind, and he's just kind of like, you know, holding it up. So I'm just bringing a little stick arm just right here. Not too high up because his arm is already gonna have to have been that long in behind. So just a little stick arm there, and then I'm just gonna have a little finger coming out there just to hold it up. And then I'm gonna have this arm coming up here and just kind of coming up in this section here. So we're gonna have two little sticks. One's gonna start here and kind of come up. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. I'm going to kind of bring a stick kind of coming lower and then just up here.
I'll shut it on in a minute.
Okay, honey.
I was supposed to say something.
So you can have your little arms going in any direction you want. You can have as many sticks connecting as you want to. And I'm just going to wash out that brush when I'm done. Just let me know in the comments when you're done your little stick arms. We are going to attach some of these strings now around their arms. Whenever you're done. Also, when you're done, when we are completely finished the painting, feel free to post this like either under the live, your paintings. We love to see them. There was over 400 people painting, so I'm sure some people are going to catch the replay and paint, but post them in the group. I'll do a little video and I'll put it up on my page to show everybody's. I love doing that. Everyone's is going to look so different. I already know this. I did a ghost painting last Halloween, not this Halloween, and I had over 3,000 people paint with me. It was crazy. And like everybody's looked different. It was so cool. Like everyone I saw was like, that looks different. That looks different. So it's so cool to see everybody's and how different they look. Sorry about that, guys. All right. Okay, so we are just continuing to put these lights down here around the arms. So really it's the same concept. It's just going to look backwards now, but you know it's flipped the other way. So you're just going to continue just finding a spot just to put this string of lights. We can just bring it around wherever we want. And we're just wrapping it around. When I first started doing paint nights 2 years ago, this is how the image always was. I didn't have an iPhone, so it was always backwards. And then people started saying, why is your image always backwards? And I'm like, oh, I guess I should maybe try to fix that. And then I did, but then I don't know why my iPhone didn't want to stay charged tonight. I'll have to look into that. That's not good. And I just keep going around and putting them. Okay, and then we're just going to put those little rectangles on just like we did with the other lights, just kind of putting them down on the arms. Okay. Okay, so when you're done that, just let me know. We'll go on, we'll finish the snowmen up, and then we'll just put our lights on. If you want to go to the lights, Jessica, go ahead. Yeah, you can do that if you want. So we're just going to take and we're just going to put a second coat on our noses here just to get it, just to get them wet again because we're going to mix in our red and blend it out. And then I'm just going to grab just a little bit of the red and just kind of come into the one side and just kind of blend some red in there. Just to give it a little bit of a darker look. That's where our shadow is going to be. Thanks for showing me grace tonight, guys, during all my technical difficulties. It's a little bit stressful, feeling the tech stress. Has anyone ever felt tech stress? When you want to do something and the tech's not liking you tonight? I appreciate everyone understanding and not being rude to me. I really appreciate that. Ellen, it would be just having enough paint on your surface. So I make sure there's enough paint on my surface, and then when I go in with my other color and I do this, the two colors are still wet, so they blend really nicely. So if it's drying out, you just don't have enough paint. So that's all I'm doing, is I'm just bringing in a little bit of red on this side, and then same with this little guy, just a little bit of red down here. Just kind of blending it out. Laverne, the replay will be flipped at this point because I've changed phones. And the replay is actually going to be on 2 videos now. So what I'll do is I will go in and I will edit. And I will put the videos together. They will flip at some point, unfortunately. I don't know if I can actually flip that through editing. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. So tonight, it's going to be as 2 videos, if anyone's going to do the replay tonight. If you give me until tomorrow night, I will edit it, put it together, stick it on my page as one whole video, just so everybody has it. Yeah, there will be a replay. I'll be getting videos on my page. Okay. So what we're going to do next is we are going to go and we're going to put our little face on our snowman, and we're going to start to outline all of our snowman with some black. So I'm going to stick with my same brush. You can go to a little bit of a smaller brush if you'd like. If you have a smaller detail brush or a smaller round brush. And I'm just going to put his little face on. So because he's looking up, his eye is going to be a little bit higher. And I'm just going to do a little smiley mouth here. So he's happy to be putting up the lights. And then I'm just going to go around and I'm just going to outline the scarf and the hat. Just basically anywhere where there's a snowman, you'll see here from my example, the hat, the scarves are outlined, and then we're just going to be adding in some fun accents around the snowman, and this is just going to kind of show where his shape is a bit better. So after this step, I'll let everybody catch up, but we're just going to be just doing that for right now. So just kind of outlining. And I like to keep my hand down on my surface, and this keeps my lines from getting too thick. So if I keep my hand down, it just kind of helps me relieve the pressure from the whole weight of my arm. And I'm just going to add a little bit of fun shapes inside here. And these are just like the cute little accents that you add, and it just gives, just gives it a little more character to your painting. So add them wherever you'd like. They don't have to be exactly like this. And just, just little bits here and there, and it just kind of really brings that painting to life. So anywhere where there's white against black or a color against the black, because we're outlining, if you outline in black, you're not going to see it, right? Because there's already black on the background. So that's when I just bring that line in a tiny bit. So for example, if I was doing the head, I would just bring the line in just a tiny bit from the edge, and then you can still see it. And I don't make it solid. I kind of just show where that shape is. So same with the body, just kind of coming down squiggly. Same with the hat is going to be inside because it's against the black. That's okay, Jessica. Thanks, Sue. I appreciate it. And then same with the arms, just inside a little bit, just putting a little bit of black lines. And this is just, like I said, it's just accentuating where the arms are, where the shapes are. So it's just a little bit in. Because it's against the black, it's not going to be right on the edge. And then just same with the nose. So this will be the last step I do. I'll let everyone catch up. It's basically just adding accents and outlining. We're just working with the snowman right now. So that as one step is just, we're just outlining it. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of a black outline to this side. And just how you know how a carrot has little lines, I'm just kind of bringing in little tiny little flips all the way to the end. So you'll see here if I lift it up, it's just little tiny lines just kind of going up. I'm going to do that on this one too. And then just let me know when you're caught up in the comments. Oops. So I'll hold it up there so you can see the arms. Mommy's going to be done in about 15 minutes and then we'll go to bed, okay? I'm just adding a couple little dots here, just for extra character. Did I almost drink my water? I got my brushes in there, so I'll know not to do that. Okay, so you can go in and you can put whatever colors you want on your plate to do your bulbs. I did mine a whole bunch of different colors, so I basically just used all the colors I have on my plate already. I already have them here, so I have my yellow, my greens, I have some turquoise, aqua, orange, and red. So basically all these colors should already be on your plate because you've been using them. And you can go in and just put little lights. So I just do little, you know, the little shape of lights, just like a little, almost like a little flame. And you can go and put them wherever, whatever you want those colors to be.
Hey, Mommy, why is it show on there? It's over here. The snowman's over here. And why does it show the snowman is over there?
Because my phone died and I had to use my Android, so it's flipped the wrong way. I'm going to try to fix it when I edit it for everybody. Thank you, Sarah. So we can go in and put our colors wherever we'd like. I'm just starting with one color and then you can go to the next color.
Wait, Mom, you should be seeing, I think this right here should be like a little hat.
Which one should be?
This actually is a hat.
I like it. You picked pink, eh? I like it.
And for this one, I put some sea color.
Yeah.
I said, I thought this would be too hard, but it's actually not.
No, you did a great job. You gonna give it to Miss Ginter tomorrow? That sounds like a nice plan. I've been painting for over 15 years. That's probably why.
Me too. How about me?
You have not. You haven't painted for over 15 years. You're only 5, honey.
How long?
Probably a year now. I think you started when you were like 4 with me.
That's so cool. That's so.
Want to go see what Benny's doing?
He might be playing games.
Is he watching TV or playing games?
I don't know. I'm going to. Maybe I'll stay here.
Yeah, so the light bulbs are just,
What if he's playing games?
it's fine. So for the light bulbs, I just do just basically one side up, almost like a little leaf, and the other side down. You could do round bulbs too if you wanted round instead. I know there's those round bulbs that they sell. So you could do those too, whatever shape you like. But I'm just doing your traditional bulb shape. And it's almost like a half of, like I'm doing a bracket and then doing another bracket on the other side. Yeah, almost like a small triangle, exactly.
I see a triangle.
You could buy glow-in-the-dark paint and they would glow, or you could put sparkles.
I have glow-in-the-dark glue.
You do have glow-in-the-dark glue. Yeah, so you could even put, if you didn't want all different colors, you could put glow-in-the-dark glue, like Lily said.
Glue sparkly. Like, it's a sparkly on the glue.
Yeah. That's true, too.
I got purple, I got pink, and I think I got red. Cool. Look how big it is.
We're just going along doing our bulbs. There's lots of little spots for these bulbs. This is Lily's here. It's upside down, I think. I'm not sure if it's upside down there.
Did you show them?
Yeah, Jessica wanted to see it.
Oh. Did you paint this?
Yeah, you could either do you could put white bulbs first and then paint with a color and they would pop out more. If your paint is thinner, then you might just have to do 2 or 3 coats. Some of my paints are a little bit higher quality than others, so you'll see some of them pop out more. But if you are finding them a bit dull, you could always paint them white and then paint them colored afterwards, just because it is on the black. So if you find, like, even after a couple coats it's not working, after this video is done, just go paint them white and then paint them the color again and it'll pop out really nice.
Did you paint this nice picture?
I did not paint that picture. That's a beautiful picture, though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, once you got your bulbs done, I'm just going to go with my darker green on these, along these, just certain little parts here. I'm going to show you up close. And just kind of put in a little bit of a darker green. So it doesn't have to be all over top of the light green. It's just to kind of give a little bit of a shadow. So even on these little rectangles, I'll put a little bit of a darker green just at the base here. You'll see. And that's just going to make them pop out a tiny bit more. But like I said, it's not to cover the whole thing. It's just to make a little bit of a shadow in there. So same thing goes with the string of lights. If for some reason it's just not popping out on the black, you can paint it white first. If it's not, generally a lighter color like a light green will show almost like a white, so it'll be okay, but it just depends on your paints. Everybody's saying they really like your painting, Lily.
How about yours?
They were talking about yours because I showed them yours, remember?
Mm-hmm. Let me take off my mask.
You don't have a mask on, you silly goose.
This is my mask, my face.
Okay, so you'll just see there that there's just a little bit of a dark green kind of going in around that light green.
My hand flat out.
So just let me know in the comments when you're caught up. We're just going to put some snow in the sky, and we're going to add a little bit of black to our light bulbs. If you have to go ahead and do a second coat before you do this step, you can do that and just catch the replay for the end. It'll only be just putting a little flick in the bulbs, and then we'll be all finished.
I'll show you my baby.
You want to show me your baby?
Yeah.
This is Lily's baby. She's had it since she was born, and so it's very well loved. Did you see your face there?
I don't know what they will say.
Ian says my lights look like the ones from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That must mean there's a lot of them.
What's a lot of them?
A lot of lights.
Oh.
Stacy, baby's name is Baby. It's original.
But you should call it Bacon.
And Babers. Sometimes she'll call her Babers.
And Bakey.
And Bakey sometimes, but it's usually Baby.
It's usually paint. Cycle on the bench.
Okay, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of snow here. I'm just putting a little bit of white on my brush, and I'm just going to dot here and there, up and down. My snowflakes will be different sizes. They don't have to be the same.
Hi, babies. You almost done.
Almost. If we didn't have technical difficulties, it would have been a little bit quicker. But that's okay. It happens.
How about the eye, Mom?
Yeah, I'll put the dots in the eye too. Heather says she's going to paint them as Christmas cards.
Huh?
She's going to paint these as Christmas cards. Don't hit my arm. There's going to be a 3-day event coming up. It's free on my page. And it's going to be a gift bag design, a shelf talker, and some Christmas bulbs, how to make some Christmas bulbs. So these are ideas you can use to give us gifts. if you want to make your own gifts this year. So
those
that's going to be the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Look at those cheesies. They're way long and squiggly.
So you can see that under events on my page. It should be posted up. And those will also be replayed. So if you can't make all 3 nights in a row, they'll be there. And then I'm just going to take and I'm just going to add, just like I did squiggly lines here, I'm just going to add a few little squiggly white lines. Once again, this is just adding more character, just while I have the white out there.
I'm going to get my beavers, okay?
Okay.
Beavers, I'm coming for that. Hi, beavers. Hi, beavers. Hi, beavers. Hi, mommy. Hi, beavers.
And same with the arms, just a little bit here and there. Just a little bit of white. So you'll see when you do certain paintings, you can always accent with white and black, and it kind of just helps it pop out. Any kind of painting you're doing. Especially if it's on a black background, the white really helps it kind of pop out and see where the lines are. And then since it's snowing, we can put some snow on just here and there on our tree branches. You'll see on the original here, there's just a little bit of snow on the tops of those branches. So just with the same brush, I'm just going to kind of just run a little line of snow just along the top here and there. There's lots of detail in this painting. So this one's running a little bit longer than I usually do. Usually my tutorials go about 2 hours, but when I created this painting, I thought it was so cute, I wanted to share it with everybody. I knew it would take a little bit longer than normal. So just wherever snow would lay, just on the tops of every branch here, just lightly. We can even put a little flick inside our lights here. Make them look like they're shining. So I just put like a little, almost like a snow, it's almost like a snowflake just inside of the lights. And you'll notice because it has a black background, whenever you add that white, it just really makes them pop. And then I'm just going to come in and do the same thing with the black on the opposite side. So you'll see here of the lights here, I'm just bringing in a little black line. You can even bring a little one to the corners here of the little place where the bulb sits in.
Cool.
Yes, it does add dimension, you're right. Just gives them that little bit. It's funny, it's just the smallest little gesture, but it gives them, brings them to life a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then when we're all done, you can just put your initials on wherever you'd like. I'm going to put mine on the little tree trunk down here. I don't want it to stand out too much, but, you know, want it to be there. So what's going to happen for this painting, because I did it on 2 separate phones, there's going to be 2 separate videos for tonight. I'm going to try my best to get them connected and put back on my page for tomorrow for replay. So, it didn't go as planned, per se, but hopefully everybody still had a good time. If you are new to my page or you're new to this, this doesn't usually happen. So I've never had my iPhone die on me like that in the middle of a painting. So hopefully that's not a bad first impression for you, but feel free to come back to my page. You can hit follow. It will give you notifications. Even in this live, if you hit the little bell at the top, it'll give you notifications of when I go live. There are free events and there are $10 events that you do get for lifetime access to. So when you do pay for a painting, that is lifetime access, or pay for a painting that's $10, you do get lifetime access. So you have it forever. You can paint it as many times as you'd like. I'm just going to post up in the group what my next painting is. Give me 1 second here. 1 second. So I do have a red truck painting coming up this Friday with 2 little snowmen sticking out of the side. I will show you here. They're super cute. So this painting is coming up this Friday. If anybody wants to register, I will put the comments in, or I'll put the link in the comments. That one is this Friday. It's a surprise snowman delivery. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to pin it. If anybody is interested in the membership where you do get 4 paintings a month for $20, you can just contact me or private message me, and I'll gladly give you the link. You can read more about that. But I'm just going to put that link up there for you right now. I'm going to pin it to the top. Okay, so the link is pinned for next Friday's painting, and please feel free to post these in the group, or on my page, or even underneath this live. And thank you so much for joining me. And I will try to get the 2 connected at some point very soon so that you can see it as one whole painting. But have a great night, guys. Thank you.